Well, welcome everyone. For those of you attending live today, thank you so much for being here in this sacred space. And welcome to those of you who are watching the recording. So I have titled today's new moon ceremony in Aries, Rest and Reset. Rest because I'm pulling in a new modality for you. It's called Yoga Nidra. Some of you may be familiar with it. I am in a leadership mentorship program where I will be leading Yoga Nidra to women like you on these new moon ceremonies and also in my retreats. So I'm excited to share this wonderful modality practice with you. As women, we all need more rest. Hands up if you need more rest. Of course, we all do. And starting this new moon of the first sign of the astrological year in Aries, a fire sign. So it's all about being bold and impulsive and energetic. That's the archetype of Aries. I don't know if anybody had a chance to look at their charts today to see where Aries falls in your chart and in which house. And maybe you could look later, but take a look at your chart if you've done one recently. If not, I can send a link to you with the recording. And look at the house in which your where Aries falls in your chart, and you can see based on the house which area of your life Aries shows up. And that could be a little invitation on setting new projects for this month. But I'll include more information on that later. So let's just ground in first before we have a little chat and a little discussion on the archetype of Aries. We'll ground in first, and then after that, we'll have a little break, a little 3 minute break to get yourselves organized. If you're not already, I know some of you are attending in your pajamas. I love that. It is Sunday. And so we'll just have a little break so you can get yourself settled with your blanket, your pillows, whatever you've brought today for the Yoga Nidra session. And then at the end of the Yoga Nidra, you will be invited to journal. We'll do a little free writing at the end, 2-3 minutes, and nothing too challenging, but there will be an invitation to answer a question that may be appropriate to you today with this Aries new moon, which is tomorrow. And it may be a little soul whisper that may have come up in the Yoga Nidra, but more about that later. So if you're sitting, sit with your back tall and your feet firmly planted on the ground. Let's just settle into our bodies first. Closing your eyes. And just notice where the breath is landing in your body. You may want to put your left hand on your heart, your right hand on your belly. And take deep breath together, filling the belly. And exhale, a long exhale. And thank yourself for taking the time to be in this sacred space together in the dark moon. A time for rest and replenishment and reflection. So thank yourself for being here today. And then when you're ready, just open your eyes. So if you're just joining us, we have just landed in our bodies so that we can be fully present today during this dark moon phase and initiation to the new moon in Aries, the first sign on the astrological calendar, a sign that is bold, impulsive, and energetic. And also the solar eclipse tomorrow. So the new moon lands right in the middle of the solar eclipse, where everything is heightened and exposed. Imagine a flashlight on this new moon in Aries, carrying with it, a nudge or two of what new projects do you want to start? What new projects maybe being put on the back burner? Is there any fire under your feet? Something nudging you to start that new project? So we can look at that during this Aries new moon. And as with every new moon, there's always a new opportunity to start over. If we look at the cycles of the moon, it is not sustainable to burn brightly like the full moon. In our patriarchal society, often we get trapped into that go, 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 push, push, push. But it's not in our feminine nature, where we are connected to the phases of the moon. We have many phases. We can shine brightly during the full moon phase, but we need that quiet time. And the new moon is a time to plant new seeds, but they're tender, right? They need time and love in order for the new seeds to take fruition. So on this dark moon is typically a time that we don't take action. So our second half today, we're going to be journeying, resting, deep resting in the space of Yoga Nidra that I'll be guiding you through. So let's look at the element of fire, as this is a cardinal sign, Aries, which means it starts a new season. So if you have any Aries in your chart, or if you have Aries sun, Aries rising sign, Aries moon, this is your nudge. And as a reminder, for those of you who don't know me, I do lead transformational goddess retreats. And my next retreat is coming up this year, October 17th to the 20th up in Ojai. And it is going to be in alignment with the autumn equinox. And we will be doing Yoga Nidra throughout our 3 days, along with some other activities. Forgot to mention that in the beginning. So the archetype of Aries is bold, impulsive, energetic. But the shadow side of Aries, it can fizzle out. If it's not focused and action steps, often that inertia of starting something new falls by the wayside. So that is the shadow side of Aries. So at the end of our Yoga Nidra, we will be doing some free writing with action steps that you can take after the new moon, which is tomorrow. But today is really setting the groundwork, but relaxing and rejuvenating and replenishing ourselves so that we have the energy in order to make our new plans take fruition. So also during this time, with Aries being a fire sign, it is a good time for fire magic, such as fire scrying, burning spells to release what no longer serves us. And it's a good time for protection magic and cord cutting. If you look at the element of fire, imagining yourself sitting around a bonfire, maybe some of you will be doing that later this month, but look at the element of the flames and how we need to keep stoking the fire. And know that it can be destructive too, the element of fire. So with usually in our new moon ceremonies, I love to include poetry. I'm sure there's a few poets out there too. And I always like to include a new moon poem. And today I've got a poem by Rumi. Anyone who knows me should learn to know me again, for I am like the moon. You will see me with a new face every day. Anyone who knows me should learn to know me again, for I am like the moon. You will see me with a new face every day. So with this new moon in Aries, we are being prompted to connect with our inner power. The time has come to take control of our lives, and this includes taking responsibility for our actions. We're also reminded during this new moon in Aries to have confidence in the choices that we make, connecting with decisions that are in alignment, in alignment with our deepest truth. So during our ceremony today, I'm inviting you to take time to connect with your authentic self and what you truly want and the decisions that you need to make to move you towards your truth. Aries are often leaders. They're impulsive and they take action. Aries stones, sacred stones that you can work with during this month are bloodstone, garnet, red spinel, and archetypal goddesses, Maca, the Morrigan, Freya, Pele, and essential oils such as cinnamon, ginger, juniper, dragon's blood, and cardamom. So what I'd like to do now is invite you to get your Yoga Nidra rest nest. If you've brought a blanket and a pillow, or if you're sitting cozy on the sofa, if you need to take a bathroom break, please do so now. We'll take a couple of minutes, and I would love to guide you through our Yoga Nidra portion. So give yourself a couple of minutes to get ready, use the bathroom, drink some water, and be prepared to rest. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Okay. So if everybody's comfortable, lying down, make sure you're warm enough. And you will have time to grab your journal after we're finished in the free writing prompt. It's time to be good to yourself. Your rest starts now. If you have a touchstone, maybe a shell from the beach, hold or imagine it in your left hand. Then place or imagine it anywhere on your body that feels like it needs some healing energy, that's calling out for tenderness today, and a sense of renewal on this new moon. You can also place or imagine it off your body if you prefer. And as you settle into Yoga Nidra, make sure you're as comfortable as possible. Your eyes are closed, or gently closed. And begin by noticing everything you are aware of at this moment. Notice sounds, smells, the temperature of the room where you're resting. And become aware of the contact between your body and the surface you're resting on. Now take a long, slow, deep breath in and exhale with any sound, sensing your muscles soften. Be still. If you have an intention for this new moon, first imagine it as if it's already happening. Then repeat your intention 3 times. If you don't have one, you might say, I am a fountain of divine creativity, overflowing with ideas and inspiration. I am a fountain of divine creativity, overflowing with ideas and inspiration. I am a fountain of divine creativity, overflowing with ideas and inspiration. Throughout Yoga Nidra, you're invited to follow my voice. You can always not follow any instruction. It's your choice. Now say to yourself, I am here to rest. We begin by rotating attention through the feminine landscape of your body. Begin with noticing sensation in the space between your eyebrows, mouth, nose, left eye, right eye, both eyes, left ear, right ear, both ears, forehead, back of the head, back of the neck, throat, right shoulder, left shoulder, both shoulders, right arm, left arm, both arms, right hand, left hand, both hands, throat, middle of the chest, right breast, left breast, both breasts, navel point, pubic bone, right hip, left hip, both hips, right leg, left leg, both legs, right foot, left foot, both feet, back of the legs, lower back, middle back, upper back, back of the neck, throat, and back to the space between your eyebrows. Notice sensations in your whole body. Become aware of the natural rhythm of your body breathing. Breath and body one movement. Now breath moves to the left side of your body. Breathe in and out on the left side of your body 3 times. On the next inhale, breath moves to the right side of your body. Breathe in and out on the right side 3 times. On the next inhale, breath moves to the front of your body. Breathe in and out in the front of your body 3 times. Next inhale, the breath moves to the back of the body. Breathe in and out at the back of your body 3 times. Feel all the boundaries of the body dissolving. Feel all the boundaries of the body dissolving. Slow inhalations and even slower exhalations. Now breath returns to normal. Notice sensations in the body. Now begin to feel the body getting heavy, like it's sinking into the ground. Whole body heavy, heavy like lead. Now feel the body light. With every breath, the body becomes lighter and lighter. Like a feather, the body light, weightless. Sense your body light as a feather. See yourself resting, like you're above your body looking at it. Notice what you're wearing today, the expression on your face, no judgment. Simply observe yourself resting. Bring your awareness to the space between your eyebrows. There's nothing to do. Sense all forms of exhaustion dissolving, leaving the body. Notice the body filling with a healing color, renewing every cell and atom. Rest here. Now repeat your intention 3 times. If you don't have one, you could say, I am a fountain of divine creativity, overflowing with ideas and inspiration. Repeat your intention 3 times. Let it go to the deepest levels of your being. Trust that whether you know it or not, every part of you hears your intention and invites it to come toward you. Slowly, your council of women arrives. This council could be your mentors, guides, real or imaginary, living or passed on, your ancestors. Notice how they greet you. Now, in their presence, ask for a soul whisper, an image, a word, or a phrase, a message from your soul, and see what arrives. Whatever you receive, exhale the soul whisper to your heart. Notice how you feel in your body, whether you received a soul whisper or not. A woman's creative soul life follows the earth's cycles and rhythms. If only we'd pause and take a break. A woman's creative soul life follows the earth's cycles and rhythms. If only we'd pause and take a break. A woman's creative soul life follows the earth's cycles and rhythms. If only we'd pause and take a break. And bring your attention to the air in your mouth as you breathe. And very slowly begin to move your body, fingers, toes, waking up in your way. The body is quiet. The mind is calm. The heart is open. This completes Yoga Nidra. So slowly, when you're ready, you can sit up and take your journal and pen, if you have it close by. And answer the following. Setting aside any limitations, what new project would you begin? Setting aside any limitations, what new project would you begin? Maybe there was a message came through from your Council of Women or Soul Whisper. It could be any project. It could be project to rest more. Any new project that you've been thinking about. What would you begin? Setting aside any limitations. Just 2 minutes, just free write. And then name one action you can take. We know that we need action steps to make our intention grow. So what is one action step that you can take in order to send this new project out into the world? Just 2 minutes. The moon in Aries is bold, impulsive, and energetic. It's a period when we may feel feisty and maybe a little argumentative. This is when even the meekest aren't afraid to stand and protest their personal feelings. Since Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, it's a natural starting point for all kinds of projects and a wonderful time to channel all that me first energy in order to initiate change and new beginnings. So just watch out for a tendency to be too impulsive and stress orientated. So may we harness this Yoga Nidra practice in order to get in our bodies, sink into our hearts, and let the stress and worry and rest be a balm for ourselves. We can use this rest practice every day. There's no right or wrong way to do it, but I will be sending you the recording to this. And if anyone has an aha moment, a soul whisper that came through, I'd love to see that in the chat. There was any energy, a prompt that came through for you. Or maybe it hasn't come yet. It might come in the next hour or so. Yeah, I am here to help. And also for some of you, the Yoga Nidra is new, will be new. I will be including these in the forthcoming new moons and maybe a full moon. So know if you didn't get a soul whisper this time, it's okay. Sometimes these things take a little nudging, especially if we've been busy and the mind has been busy. So we'll be meeting next month under the Taurus new moon, and it will be the Sunday closest to the new moon. So I'll send that out to you with the recording. And wonderful to see you today. Thank you for taking the time for you. And be good to yourselves today. We'll see you again soon. And be careful of that eclipse. We won't see it much here in California, I know. But what a wonderful explosion of energy of the moon in her feminine strength, eclipsing the sun. And the new moon tomorrow in Aries is the uniting of the masculine and feminine, the sun and the moon. Be good to yourselves.